what mindset do you need to have in order to make money?
Well, I mean, that's a very high level question. I mean, mindset, you got to have a mindset of like of the people that are making money, the rich and famous, and those that actually use their money wisely. You don't want to be, a 9 to 5 worker or a career, working for someone else is definitely not the mindset. So you have to definitely change that mindset when you should work for yourself or you should work for a company that does what you love and make sure that you're able to exponentially grow. You don't want to have a ceiling. A glass ceiling is the biggest issue anybody has is when they get either a paycheck, an hourly rate, or they get a salary. The moment they get a salary is that's the moment that they kiss their dreams away, because at that point you're just basically, you're stuck at that salary and you got to perform at a certain level. You got to beg your boss to get some more money, and it's just ridiculous. Your performance does not reflect what you're making. So the biggest thing is being able to have a mindset that you're able to grow continuously and have an opportunity that you can do that is where you need to start thinking. And on top of that, being able to change your safe zone. You need to get out of your safe zone and stop being comfortable. You need to be uncomfortable in order to be able to grow. If you're comfortable right now, then you're not growing. You're not changing the way you're thinking. You're content and you want to stay comfortable and it's nice and comfy where you are. Well, guess what? You're never going to make that $1 million. You're never going to be a millionaire. You're never going to make that investments. You're never going to be able to do the things that you may want to do, buy that $1 million, $2 million, $3 million house, because you're not going to be able to change your mindset. So I think the mindset is key to anybody's success, especially when you're starting off, you're coming out of high school or college. You got to start thinking big. And if your mindset is not about thinking big, like you want that Lambo, you want that amazing house, well, you're not going to get it if you are not going to change your mindset. You're not going to think big. You're not going to put the work in and also be able to find a vehicle that's going to get you there. It's not going to be, unfortunately, I'm one that went through this, it's not going to be going to school and getting a job and getting a career. It's not. It's going to be something that you yourself will love and you want to do. And it's, to me now, I see the light. It's primarily being able to get into something that you actually love, and in this case, potentially doing sales or marketing. And those are the two things that if you love sales, you can make a lot of money, and if you love marketing, you can make a lot of money. But you have to be able to have the vehicle to do that.
I think you have to be an opportunist, right? You have to, not like in a bad way. People take it wrong. People think making money is like bad, but you're just dumb if you think that. Making money is good. Making money is great. Making money opens up opportunities. Making money makes the world go round, right? So in order to make a lot of money, you have to see opportunities. Like the first step is always like you're gonna have to do a shitload of work, but you're gonna have to add value to the marketplace. There's something unique you can do that someone will pay you money for. It may not be that unique. It might just be cutting lawns or throwing out trash or moving stuff, right? But there's an opportunity there. They don't want to do it. They'll pay you money to do it. That's the first thing. So you have to see those opportunities. And then like Gino's hat, if you want to make a lot of money, right, you got to 10x it. You got to think bigger. So then if it's just, okay, if I can cut a lawn and I can make $20, what if I get somebody else to cut a lawn? I make 10, they make 10. And then now I have other people working for me, right? That's leverage. And then you can basically get it even bigger, where you start to add sales and marketing like you were talking about. So then you had an opportunity, you did the work first, you hired somebody else, you created a system that generates more business, and now you're making lots of money, right? And you've made a system that makes you money. The key thing with money is it's not a one-time deal. It's a repetitive stream of systems of things that happen over and over and over that put money into your bank account, right? So that's how you need to make money. And I think that's what you have to do. You got to add value, you got to be an opportunist, you have to fucking do the work, you have to create a system, and then you also just have to think differently, right? I mean, I think I've always been very entrepreneurial. I don't see as many kids that are kind of younger nowadays very entrepreneurial. They're all kind of lazy. They just kind of want to, run the tab up on their parents, and they don't have that. Like, I always wanted to make money, man. I was like always out there wheeling and dealing. It was fun to me, So you gotta have that. You gotta love the numbers, and you gotta love the hustle,
And the mindset, I think that, just to touch on the mindset is really just being able to realize that, money is not everything. Okay. Right. It's about what your goal, as far as like, if you want to help people, you want to do something good in this world, you want to do something impactful, money is just a byproduct of that. Okay. So the only thing is you need to realize the mindset has to be, don't go after the money, but money is going to get you, it's going to come. And that's the one thing I think when somebody told me this before, don't worry about the money will come. Just do what you love. Right. And it's kind of like, it's kind of cheesy, but it really is the truth, because if you love to do something and you really put your mind, you're not going to give that same 120, 110, 120% that you are going to do what you love versus you are going to do it for your job, which you don't love and you don't really care about, right? You're going to do a lot more work for something that you love. And that mindset, that shift is really what it comes down to. Think about it. Money is just a byproduct of freedom. Okay.
Right.
Realize that, mindset
I
is,
think freedom is the bigger flex.
it all comes down to, it's not about having a Lamborghini or a nice car. It's all about having the freedom to do what you want, when you want, and whenever you want. And that's really what it comes down to, is being free of the financial system that's being placed for us in order to keep people working and doing what they need to do just to survive. If you're okay with that kind of lifestyle, there's nothing wrong with that. You can live and your entire life working for someone else and make money. But if you want to be able to do something bigger, you want to 10x your life, you want to change the game, you need to start thinking differently. And that's what we teach at Credit Leverage X. We teach you to change your mindset, to start focusing on things that are more important, that you love, that you want to do, and really, make your dreams come true. That's what it comes down to.